Bro, Jeff, I can't believe you did it. All your blood, your sweat, your tears, your hard work, the sleepless nights of grinding content creation, and you finally blew up. You're finally making a difference for your loved ones and those around you, man. How does that feel? Not gonna lie, I am deeply in love with kids. Is this nigga serious?
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today's video is going to be a dark one because we're going to be talking about the Dr. Disrespect situation, the entire drama, all of it, because it's finally come to a close, it's over, and the situation is pretty much settled because Doc himself has admitted to being a little diddler. Dr. Diddler is here, Dr. Diddy is here, he's here to admit what he has done, and we're going to go over it, but before I go over it, I haven't already made a video on the subject, so I'll give you guys a little insight on what went down before we read off this entire tweet. But what I like to do when it comes to this stuff is I like to wait till everything has been settled so I can properly make a video expressing my opinion and showing you guys all of the information out there. Now, basically, a former Twitch rep went to Twitter to basically say, hey, Doc over here, he's a little creepy pedo who messaged a minor inappropriately on our Twitch Whispers chat. And of course, everybody was wondering, hey, can we get some proof? Everyone wanted some proof so we could see it. Now, the situation got to a point where, you know, people were saying like, hey, we know inside people, and yes, this is true, but obviously, again, we all want to see proof. We just want to see the proof. We don't want to condemn a man of something heinous and disgusting without seeing the proper evidence to hold him accountable for it, because we don't want to sit here and just say, okay, word of mouth is how it works, which, well, you know, a lot of Twitter idiots will jump to the conclusion and say he's guilty right off rip just purely because they don't like the guy, which, don't get me wrong, he is guilty. But again, when it comes to this stuff, you really need to hold your peace until everything is out. You know, Actman made a little video about it, and he said something that I think is really smart, which is just that when we hold our peace like this, it lights a fire under the subject, which gets information out so we know what is happening. And I think that's what happened here, where a bunch of people were like, we need proof, and they were demanding it, and we finally got it. And also, when it comes to the company that he was under, the Midnight, whatever it was, they let him go, and, you know, obviously they didn't show any proof either, but I digress. You know, I don't care for that stuff anymore because we have this piece of evidence right here. I'm gonna read through it for you. It's Dr. Disrespect's just his entire thing, and we're gonna read through it. The Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, and I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Games Studio. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families, and I'd never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that two former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much into the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy aberration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Now, from the moral standpoint, I'd absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it, and I'm not perfect, and I'll fucking own my shit. This was stupid. Now, with all this said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no fucking predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me fucking knows where I stand on those things with those types of people. Fuck that. That's a different level of disgusting that I fucking hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst with your exaggerations. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. To my team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have have said all of this sooner. You guys have always shown me and my family love and support throughout all these years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the fucking best community and circle. If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know you have always been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this, to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero real life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine. But I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear. Yeah, fucking right. Yeah, this entire situation is pretty bad because as you can see from the biggest part right here where he says, were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. And then the part where he says these were casual mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Dr. Diddy, you admitted it. You admitted it. You're a freak. You messaged minors. It's pretty self-explanatory. At this point, I'd like to see the messages just because I'd like to see how deep it goes. I'd like to see, you know, something that shows what is the age of the person, what was, you know, what were the messages, just so we can see. But this is enough evidence to condemn you, brother. You admitted it yourself. You're admitting that you did have interactions with a minor at the age of like 35, 36. You were above the age of 35, 36. You're done, dude. You're done. It's over. And dude, this whole situation is just extremely blackpilling. It's depressing. Given the fact that Dr. Disrespect, dude, you're one of the most infamous Twitch streamers on the platform. People look up to you. A lot of people who stream now looked up to you years ago. You're a person that people literally, you know, took inspiration from. And the sheer fact that this guy behind the scenes was just simply a creepy pedo is just, it's crazy. I love the part where he tries to sit here and say stuff like, I'm not a pedophile and don't lump me in with the rest of them. You guys know me. You guys know me, right? You guys know me. I would never do something crazy like that. And you guys know my stance on pedophiles. I hate them with every fiber of my being. Brother, you did it. You did it. You're the one who did it. And I just hate it when these people say I'm not the same person as I was back in the day. You were 35 plus. You were a grown ass man texting kids in Twitch's messenger. Dude, it's just disgusting. This whole situation is fucking ridiculous. And I just, it's kind of left a lot of people flabbergasted almost. I feel like a lot of the people who have made their statements now, it's just simply put, it's the same thing. You can't defend it. There's nothing to defend here. You're admitting to doing terrible, terrible shit. I don't know what else to say to this information. And to be fair, his responses to it originally were so vague and so hard to understand because he wouldn't outright deny it. Even on his streams, he wouldn't outright deny it. He would just sit there and it just seemed like something was wrong. You know, you guys know me and you know how I do things. I like to wait for information. And on Twitter, I was very adamant about wanting proof. I wanted proof and I just wanted to see some proof. We got it here. And sadly, this guy is guilty. Of course, we don't want someone to be guilty, but it's pretty clear that the guy is guilty. Yeah, he's never coming back. And I do truly hope that he never comes back. Someone like this who is going to have interactions with people like minors should not be on the platform or on any platform to begin with. He should be taken off and banned. So Twitch did the right thing back in the day, but what Twitch I feel like didn't do right was keeping this shit a secret. I think this looks bad on every end physically possible. The amount of people who knew about this, the amount of people who've seen it, the amount of people who have, I don't care if there's some, you know, a legal agreement or NDA disclosing you can't talk about it or you can't say anything. The sheer fact that this happened in 2017 and we're getting this in 2024 is, it's depressing. The fact that this guy has been terrible since years ago is just depressing. It's sad, it's depressing, and it just pisses me off. It pisses me off that Twitch has kept this kind of disclosed, and it took a literal former employee to say this. Like, I don't know. To me, it pisses me off. I understand that there are legal obligations, but brother, this is some serious information that people need to know. You know, this is some pretty fucked up shit, especially some of the creators who like sat there and would say shit like, oh yeah, we've heard about this stuff. We've known about this stuff. If you've known about it, if you've heard about it, you would say something. You would fucking say something. Come on, man. Like, what the fuck? You can't keep shit like this behind closed doors and just not say anything, or at least raise questions, right? That's all we care about, is raising the question of, is this real? Is this true? Is this why he was banned? Because the thing is he was banned years ago, and it's been a mystery for years as to why he's been banned, and I just cannot believe this was it. It was the worst possible thing. The worst possible thing that happened is why he got banned. It's so fucking terrible. It's so disgusting to see stuff like this. But now there have been a few people that have decided that it would be a great idea idea to defend Dr. Diddy, for some reason, either bringing up the fact that he was never arrested or trying to make up scenarios so that this might possibly be fake. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but unless this guy is outright saying that he didn't talk to a minor, he's guilty, dude. A lot of people keep trying to bring up the sheer fact that, hey, we don't know the age of the person. Maybe he was lied to about the age. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe they just said they were above the age of 18 and then he realized that they were under the age of 18, so he stopped. Well, he would have specified that in his own response to this. Unless Dr. Disrespect is just straight up retarded and just plain stupid and made a last second response excluding a bunch of important information. The guy hasn't said a word about the girl lied about her age or this or that. He hasn't specified anything other than the fact that, yes, I did have interactions with a minor and they did go to a point of being inappropriate, which is, it's pretty bad. And even his own friends clearly do not support it. That they're literally saying, nope, this is indefensible, can't do it. You know, nobody is defending this other than people who just are either massive fans of him who want to cope. And don't get me wrong, I get it. This is a creator who has millions of fans, and it's hard to see one of your favorite creators, you know, go from being this great guy to all of a sudden now he's already known to now all of a sudden this entire time he's a little kid diddler. All right, it sucks. So I get the cope, but at the same time, you guys have to understand that yes, he 100% is admitted to this. Like I said earlier in the video, of course I want to see more proof and see if we could break it down and see what really went down and what happened so we can even more further investigate it ourselves. But the fact that he's admitted it here, I think is enough evidence for me to just simply say, we don't need any more. Him admitting it is enough for me and is enough for you guys, and is enough for everybody to simply say, okay, yeah, this guy is guilty. And as for the people who are still defending the guy, not because of those other reasons, but simply because they think that the legal system is what matters here, you guys are actual freaks. There's no defense of this. There's no chance you could physically defend this. This isn't a legal debate. We're not having a legal debate here. This is the internet. This is about a moral debate. The sheer fact that Dr. Disrespect in his own statement made it about a legal thing, like, oh, I won the case, it's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the fact that you talked to a minor inappropriately, and that's a bad look on you and your character and in general on YouTube and on Twitch and wherever you're streaming or doing whatever you're doing. You shouldn't be doing this shit. You're an influencer on the internet. The amount of kids that you have access to is alarming, and it's alarming that you talk to children in this way. This is not a legal debate. This is a moral debate, and morally what you did is extremely wrong, and you should rightfully be kicked off the platform. But anyways, guys, I don't want to keep rambling, and I'll see you guys next time. And if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. And if you guys really love my channel and videos and want to show support to the channel, feel free to become a member. It starts at only $2 a month. I know, lower than most channels, and it comes with perks like special emotes for live streams, members only live streams, and just many more perks. But anyways, guys, I don't want to keep rambling on, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.